Roger Federer is about to hit another forehand out of his backhand corner. So the question for you is, what shot do you think Roger is about to hit? Option 1, Federer hits another inside-out forehand, forcing Djokovic into a short ball, and that allows Federer to step in and hit an approach shot. Option 2, Federer hits an inside-in forehand. That gets Djokovic on the dead run. So Djokovic can't get anything on this. He hits a short ball. Fed steps in, approaches the net. Option 3, Federer hits an inside-out forehand approach shot from behind the baseline. So which option did you choose? Well, option 1 is a tough way to win a match because both players are behind the baseline. So Fed has to hit a great shot, and Djokovic has arguably the greatest defensive backhand of all time. So how often is he going to leave this short? Against other players, not necessarily a bad strategy, but against Djokovic, this ball is probably going to be deep. So option 2, the inside in forehand. Well, Djokovic is positioned right here. It's not like he's been pulled off the court where he really is going to be on the dead run. From here, he's probably going to be able to get to this ball and probably won't cough up a short ball. More likely that this thing is going to be deep. So Federer goes with option 3, which seems crazy to hit an inside-out forehand approach shot from behind the baseline at Djokovic's backhand. But what's interesting, what's crazy about the stats here is that Federer for his career actually wins 76% of the points where he does this. And let's break down why, and then we're going to go into the math a little bit more. So Federer could have hit that inside-in forehand, and Djokovic has to honor that at least. He has to, at least recognize Fed could do that. So what you'll see in a second is Djokovic has to stop and change direction. So when he gets to this backhand over here, he's hitting an open stance backhand and can't hit an incredible pass. He can't step into it. But the math on how Fed gets to 76% is wild and a huge takeaway for your game. So let's say Federer hits an approach shot 100 times. He does this 100 times. Well, 50% of the time, his opponent is going to just miss the passing shot. And that means by simply hitting an approach shot, Federer has already won the point half the time. Now for the remaining 50 points, sometimes Djokovic or Federer's opponent is going to pass him, and sometimes Fed's going to have to hit a volley and the point keeps going, whatever. So the way the math works out on that is Federer is going to win about half of the remaining 50 points. So in other words, 25. So when you add these two together, you get to that 76% win percentage. And even though I'm dyslexic, I know I'm off by 1%, but you should absolutely add this to your game because half the time you won't even have to hit a volley, just like Federer here.